Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spelljammer Adventures in Arcane Space. At the end of last session, we were going to move into the night, first night of the quest, and send up some guard duty, and then talk to people in, I think probably the next day, like Jundo. I think was what you guys wanted to do, and maybe Homiko. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and do our introductions.
Hi, I'm Lance Corporal Higgimus. I play a Giff fighter.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter.
I play Levalithana, a wild mage elf.
I'm G-Man. I play Yeldan Sharpeye, a Elven Ranger.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin.
Hi, I'm
That's very-
Lafdul. Glade. I play a specialty priest thief.
Okay, were you about to say something, Leva?
Yes, I thought James was very quiet. I barely understood him.
That's because my mic wasn't the normal place. It's on a wire it moves. You know this.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't hear yourself, so if we mention it, then it just means that you probably need to just move your microphone a little bit closer to you.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. So it's evening. There was some talk in between sessions about rememorizing spells. So it probably means that the two spellcasters are either going to have to take a first or last shift or no shifts at all. So I'm going to let you guys decide how you want to handle that, and let me know what kind of schedule you guys want to take. Now, there's no need for them to take it if everyone, take a shift if everyone else is going to do that. And then I'm also going to need to know where everyone else is going to be. Let me actually get over to the map of the house. You guys were on it, but I wasn't. All right. So what are you guys thinking?
Well, Higgimus is going to need to re-memorize his spells, so he needs to have a short duty for watch.
Right, of course. Your spells of make big booms, right?
Yes.
He's got to remember the alchemical formula for making smoke powder. Very dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine for the spellcaster just to sit out and us fighter types take up the slack on this part.
Okay.
And others.
Yeah, Braxon was going to suggest that.
We
All
need
right.
those spellcasters being tip-top shape.
So how do you want to work this? Do you want to pair up, or do you want to take individual shifts?
Is there going to be any negative effects if we just do 2 shifts?
If you
We'd be
do it,
tired the next day.
yeah, that's not going to have an in-game effect yet. But if you did this for days on end, then yeah, I would start giving you some penalties.
Why don't we do long shifts without the spellcasters today, and then work out proper arrangements tomorrow?
Sounds
Well,
fine.
if we're gonna do 2 shifts with the 4 of us, we can do next week. We can basically do the same amount of time with 3 shifts when we get the spellcasters back.
Hmm.
Well,
Seems reasonable.
all right. So 2 shifts.
The other thing,
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
well, the other thing I'm wondering is if we should be inside or outside. Because if there's a spirit, it's either already inside the building, or it's trying to get in.
From
One
the
inside, one outside.
that works. What I was understanding is the spirit is like has a physical body, not like most like spirits that we're thinking of that are insubstantial and can walk through walls. because after all, the window was left open, and the way it was
Mm.
explained that they are is, it sounds like they have an actual physical body, not an insubstantial body.
Yeah, that's what somebody told us. Was it the father told us that they were corporeal, I should say, physical?
Someone may have.
Yeah, I think somebody said that. But then again, who knows? Higgimus doesn't know anything about spirits.
Yeah,
No.
I agree with the one outside, one inside. So who's going to be outside? Who's going to be inside?
Well, let's get the shifts first. First shift and second
Yeah.
shift.
Well, before Lafdul might need to do a shopping errand to grab some more holy water before these shifts happened.
He can-
Yeah, it's a little bit late now.
Really?
You can get him in tomorrow.
Yeah, you could make a swing by sometime tomorrow.
All right.
How about this, Braxon? You could take Ockar, and I'll take Yeldan.
Okay.
I do first watch. You do second watch, or do you want first watch?
Your preference. The only thing I'm concerned about, one inside, one outside, is somebody could be jumped.
Point.
I asked G-Man this, but I never got a response. And also, I sort of asked Old, but never got a response on this. Could I lend Yeldan my dark sight if he wanted?
Hmm.
Well, yeah, but he wouldn't get the armor class bonuses of his regular armor. But yeah, if he wants that, he could use that. You two are probably close in size. You're both elves.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if he was on the roof or something, maybe. I'm not sure.
I thought about it, and I was like, well, I don't know if it will help me all that much.
It's just a thought, really. It's up to you.
That helps with hide and shadows, right?
Yeah.
So you still have your concern, right, Braxton, about somebody being jumped?
Yeah, because we'll be split up.
Yeah. You do have a point. In that case, I think we should just stay inside the building.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get
I was thinking about it. It's like because at the city, I have a 50% reduction in my rolls.
Yeah, but
I've-
you have a better wisdom score than I do.
No, he's talking
Like,
about his hide and shadows.
Oh, I see.
I was thinking, could Lever's pet stay with yeah, what's the name? Begins with T, I think. No, H, Honoka.
Tayan.
Yeah, Tan can stay with Honoka, maybe.
Mm,
If we were to be introduced to her, because we haven't said anything to her.
As far as I'm
it's just a
concerned,
thought.
yes. Yes. Can I still rest and learn the spells if I tell my familiar to wake me up if something unusual happens?
Yes, but if something unusual happens and you get woken up, then you won't have gotten the night's rest that you need to rememorize your spells.
And it can't warn anyone else, correct?
Well, I mean, it could like run up and nip at them or hop on their lap or something like that. I mean, you know,
Is the connection well good enough that I could tell it to do something special, like jump on someone's lap if this happens, and nip on their legs if something else happens?
No. You would need to you would need to take the animal training proficiency and then actually train it.
Oh. Okay.
I've been thinking about picking that one up too, but I don't know.
You keep in mind that animal training is generally for a specific animal or a class of animals. So, like, you would need animal training horses, and that would work with, you know, most horse-like animals, mules, donkeys, that sort of thing, or dogs, and that
Pegasus?
would work for most dog-like
quite.
animals.
Yeah, I was think I don't remember, but I do get like random followers eventually.
Yeah.
And most of them are animals, so
Okay, so I think we got it planned out. I'll take first watch with Yeldan, and then Big Mac will take second watch. Sorry, Braxon will take second watch with Ockar.
Do you want do you want my familiar?
It's purely up to you.
Could I actually let it into Homika's room without her noticing?
You can try.
Okay, let's try. Let's try.
Okay. Before we do that, Lafdul and Leva, are you going to be here at the house while you're resting, or did you want to do this back at the inn?
I want to stay
Staying
here.
Okay. Then all of you who will be staying here, while you're sleeping. You will go ahead and sleep here in the reception chambers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I understood. Yes.
Okay. So that's where those of you who are sleeping are going to be. Where do you guys want to set up the guard? Like, where do you actually want to be guarding?
Kitchen sounds good. Next to
Are-
the chamber.
Are people aware of what spells I'm taking? So I'm not taking any combat or healing spells.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you tell them beforehand, but keep in mind that none of them really understand spells that much, so there's...
I meant, sort of.
I tell them that I will be very limited in my spells. If something happens, I'll have fog cloud and Mel's acid arrows, and that's it.
How many detect magic do you take?
2.
What else? Oh, fog cloud's level 1, isn't it? Also.
No, fog cloud is level 2. I have 3 level 1 and 2 level 2 spells, and I'm not
What's
going
your
to.
third level 1? Yeah, 2 detect magic. What was the other one?
Nahal's reckless duo, and I'm not
alright.
going to give that one up, because if something really weird happens, I can use that to maybe try and cast a spell.
Well, you can't give that one up because you have to memorize one spell at each level of your class, wild magic.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that either.
Specialists always get a bonus spell of their specialty. So you have, at 4th level, 3 first, 2 second, plus 1 at each level that you can use for wild magic.
Oh. I didn't know that.
So yeah, you can have 2 detect magics, your Nahal's Reckless Dweomer, and then a third first level spell, and Melf's Acid Arrow, Fog Cloud, and then a wild magic spell at 2nd level.
Let me see, where's my life? But I didn't know that.
I'm thinking 1 in the dining chamber from the looks of things.
How long does Chaos Shield last?
I'd have to look it up. I mean, it's got a few rounds at least.
Actually, I just noticed my protection removal can also use burning incense. Would any decent burning incense work?
It would be kind of incense generally specific to your priesthood.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Holy water's probably just easier.
well,
I was wondering if this household might have some. Is a bit of an offshot, but
okay, this is what I will say. Give me a pickpockets roll.
what?
Yes, give me a pickpockets roll.
Oh god, that caught me off guard. Okay. Let me
While you're doing that, Leva, Chaos Shield is 1d10 rounds plus 2 rounds per level.
It's 30.
So it's got a good amount of combat time.
Not real. And then
That rolled. I got a 62. I see a 62.
yeah, it was taking.
All right.
This
You
is
you
right.
tried to pocket some incense that was
I wasn't
here.
trying to steal.
Nope,
some.
nope, nope. So this is what I decided. Because it's incense appropriate to your deity.
I was thinking of asking.
Right, but
Awesome.
see, since it's incense appropriate to your deity, any incense will work if you've stolen it.
Oh. I didn't know. That's genius.
So unfortunately,
I
they
like
saw
that.
you try to pocket it, and let's see, it would have been let's see.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get myself kicked out.
Komaway saw you try to pocket some and slapped your hand. So unfortunately, no. Now you do not have incense.
Well, if I'd known that, I might have changed shape, changed form, used my special power, and done it that way.
Well,
I didn't know I was going to be pickpocket.
I know. Well, pickpocket is any kind of sleight of hand.
Mhm.
So you tried to purloin some without being seen, and someone saw you.
Mm-hmm. AKA, you need to freaking upscale your other skills now that you got pick locks really high.
It's still not high enough. Not if I come across a masterwork lock, which is like -6.
All right.
What's
So,
the most valuable skill? That's
well, the most valuable. Who keeps moving the text?
Sorry,
Next.
I can't.
What? I'm confused.
This dockside text.
Dark
Yeah.
side? Oh, the picture.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just distracting. So basically, you will need to steal incense in order to have incense to use for that. No, you can't make another attempt tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right, now. All right. Lafdul will come up with a... I'll roll it in as if Lafdul will come up with another idea tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So one person wants to guard in the dining chamber and one in the kitchen. Is that kind of what you were going for?
Sounds fair.
Okay. All right. So who wants to be in the kitchen and who wants to be in the dining chamber of first shift?
I'll be in the kitchen because I take up my room.
Okay.
That'd be more comfortable.
So Yeldan, you'll be in the dining chamber. Second shift, Braxon and Ockar. Who wants to be in the kitchen? Who wants to be in the dining chamber?
I don't have a preference. Kitchen and dining chamber.
Do you have a preference, James? Ockar?
Not really.
I'll go for kitchen then.
Okay.
Yeldan,
put-
could you help me get Tayan into her room?
Yeldan?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Wouldn't it be better for him to hang outside the back window?
Yes.
A lot less risk that way.
Yeah, okay. But
Th-
how is he gonna come back in? I mean, he can't open doors.
This house doesn't have a normal door, right?
No, but that still the same kind of thing applies. He can't slide panels any more than he can open doors.
I'm just looking. This is the entrance here.
He could probably chew through paper walls, but we wouldn't want him doing that.
Well, in any case, if he's outside, the outside walls are not paper. They would look very bad in rain.
Yeah. And Tayan could get attacked, which is not in our interest.
Who's gonna notice?
Well, there is a roof overhang around all the edges, and
haven't gone roof.
there's also not a whole lot of rain on Brawl. I mean, it's summoned by wizards and priests as opposed to natural.
True.
But still, the outside walls are not made out of paper, are they?
Correct. Well, it's much sturdier than the inside stuff. It still tends to be paper. You could fairly easily rip through it. You know, a person could fairly easily rip through it, but you know, I mean, it would make noise and everything like that, and be really obvious. You couldn't sneak in by ripping through the walls.
I think you might as well keep Tayan near one of the player guards and have Tayan sniffing out stuff and
How
just jumping up and down if he sniffs anything dodgy.
How good is his hearing?
Pretty good.
So
Probably better than ours.
So he could actually listen at the door.
But it's not the door we're worried about. Oh, her bedroom door, yeah.
Yeah, listen at her door. He could do that.
Listen for the window opening.
Yeah, I tell him to sit in front of the door, her bedroom door, and I try and visualize to him, try and convey to him what we are trying to do.
Okay.
And then I go to bed. To
All right.
sleep.
Perchance to dream.
Maybe.
All right, let's see. Okay, let me pull up something that I will need to do.
Can I also steal holy water, just out of curiosity? Oh, holy water is holy water, it doesn't matter.
You could, but keep in mind that if you attempted to steal holy water from one of the temples and got caught, then they would basically never allow you in again, and you wouldn't be able to benefit from them in any way.
It wasn't, it wouldn't be like a friendly temple. I was thinking more of like a hostile temple. Oh, would that,
Yeah,
you
well,
know
then you'd
how,
have to get in there in the first place.
Yeah. But my point is, if we got into the temple, could I like reconsecrate it for my deity? Because I steal things for my deity.
If it's holy water as opposed to unholy water, it's just holy water. You can't reconsecrate unholy water. Basically, holy water is what's used by good and neutral temples, and unholy water is what's used by evil temples.
Wouldn't it also be used by neutral because they don't care as much?
No, because there's more similarity with good in that respect than evil.
Okay.
In my opinion, at least. This is my campaign type stuff as opposed to by the rules. Okay, let's see. All right, so Lafdul and Leva, you bed down. Braxon and Ockar are also bedding down during first shift. Higgimus and Yeldan, are you doing anything in particular? How are you positioning yourselves? What are you doing during your shifts?
I'm kind of near her door listening as well.
Okay.
See if I can hear the window open.
Okay.
I'm just going to, kind of pace around and keep an eye out for things. Look out the windows occasionally. Occasionally pause and just kind of listen for other things. That sort of thing.
Keep in mind that in the kitchen you can't look out any windows.
Well, I'll move to spots where I can, but main part of my stay will be in the kitchen.
Okay, so you'll be moving into the dining chamber where there's a window and down by the reception chamber kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of patrol.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can figure out what time you would be switching over roughly. So I'm going to say that nighttime is roughly 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So you're looking at switching over around 1 a.m., give or take. That seem good to everyone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I thought I wrote something down, but I did not. I need to take a quick check for a number. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, Yeldan, you hear around midnight. This is, maybe an hour before you're supposed to be, switching over the shifts. You hear something from Homiko's room. You're not sure exactly what. You just heard something from there.
Can I take us peeking
Yes, you can.
without being noticed?
Give me a D20 dexterity check. There's going to be a penalty on that to try and be kind of quiet about it. And your dexterity is 18?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, you seem to have caught a little bit something, so it scrapes as you're opening it. And you hear, as you're slowly, trying to slide the panel, you suddenly hear a, kind of a flurry of activity in there. And by the time you get the panel open, you just see the blanket coming back up to Homiko's neck, and she's laying there.
All right, I'll close it again.
Okay.
And keep an ear out.
All right. When you guys are switching over to the next shift, how are you going to handle this?
I'll wait until Yeldan has woken up the next person, and then once that person's up and about, and then I'll get to the next person. So somebody's always watching.
Well, he could just
Yeah.
go wake up both of them.
No,
Yeah.
that'll work. Yeah. And I'll wait
I'll
until they're up and about, and then I'll trade off with Braxon.
Okay.
I'll let them know. I'll let before the I'll sit and listen for a bit, then I'll go let Higgimus know what happened. I'm not too sure if anything actually did happen. She might have been just doing something.
Okay.
But and then I'll go and then let the others know when I wake them up.
All right, Higgimus, do you want to do anything? So this is still basically an hour before, you're changing shifts. You clearly saw Yeldan and heard him sliding the panel back. And he comes over and tells you what he saw.
So was she like she was just pulling her sheets up around her,
Mm-hmm.
or
It didn't
was it?
seem like there was anybody else in the room.
No. What was the sound that kind of alerted you to the room?
Ald, if you can describe it, because I...
There was there was wood. I mean, you heard the sound of wood. Maybe wood sliding,
floor
something like
creaking?
that. You don't know. You heard something. It was muffled by the panels and everything like that, and it was very faint.
All right, I will check out the outside of her room.
All right, so you're gonna go outside.
Yeah, I'll go outside and look.
I'll go with you if you're gonna go outside, so I'm not alone.
Well, I'll just kind of keep an eye in here.
All
I'll
right.
yell or scream if something happens.
Was the door open far enough that Tayan could have slipped in?
I closed it back, so... and
Well, yeah,
she-
but you opened it long enough that Tayan could have gone in. Would you have told Tayan to go in?
Yes,
Okay.
if he could.
Yeah. All right, so he's in there now.
Okay. I also told him to be very careful.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll, Higgimus.
Oh, goody. All right.
Well, he just said D20, so not based
That's
off any
luck.
stats.
Well, no,
He's just not telling us.
it's an intelligence check.
It's R/.
Base
Right.
1d20. Yeah.
D20.
Oh no, it's /R. I'm sorry.
/R.
Slash.
How long have we been doing this for?
Yeah, I just forgot for whatever reason. No, that's not bad.
Okay, Higgimus, you notice that the window is open a crack.
I won't.
Just a crack.
Just a crack. All right, I'll kind of look around my surroundings, and then look. Is the outside of this building like dirt, or is it stone or flagstone or what?
Right beneath the roof, there is dirt. There's actually kind of a in some places small little gardens, but right beneath the window, and mostly on this side, it's mostly dirt.
So it looked like maybe she was getting ready to try to sneak out or something. I will look around. I won't disturb the dirt right beneath it, but
Okay.
I will look around, see what I can find.
Look around for what? I mean, where are you
Just
looking?
the area, anything out of the ordinary.
You can see one or two people walking along the street, going places. Very, very light foot traffic at this time of night. Maybe people who were working a late shift or a ship that just got into port, perhaps late or something like that. No one's suspicious. All the people are actually moving from one place to another as opposed to maybe loitering, as far as you can tell. And there doesn't appear to be anything in the dirt disturbed, but you're also not very skilled at this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll have to get Yeldan about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back inside and ask Yeldan about it.
Well, he came out with you. He said.
Oh, you did? Oh, hey Yeldan, could you look around this right around here, see if anybody lifting prints?
Sure, where is tracking? Proficiencies. Tracking. What?
Well, it is a success, but you've got a 1 there rather than a +1 in the field.
Yeah.
So just put a plus in front of that 1. That will fix the problem for future.
Yeah,
but
and
you rolled a
there's
4. So let's see. All right. Oddly enough, you see rabbit tracks in the dirt.
Rabbit track. I take it that I can't follow them anywhere because they go onto the road.
Yeah.
She's a were-rabbit.
Where do these tracks lead to exactly? To the road, you said?
Yeah, I mean they're just right in front of the window, and then it looks like they move on to the stone road.
Rabbit track. That might narrow down some things.
No idea. Be a good thing to mention to Braxon and others, though. I will close the window the rest of the way, and then let's say perhaps we should head back inside.
I don't think you can do that from the outside. Can you, Hold?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Is there like as I close it, can I stick like something along like the top of it so that if somebody were to try to open it again, I will notice
Not the
like
top.
the thing,
no.
not the top. But I mean, like, this is thing open like side to side
Yeah,
or
side to side.
up and down. Okay, so at the top right corner,
You
can I like stick something in the top right corner so that if somebody were to slide it open, whatever, I would notice whatever the thing is falls out or wouldn't be there again.
Well, what do you want to stick there?
Give me a second. I'm looking through my bags.
Hair. Use some hair.
And
I don't know if
taking
we can
some think
suggest
about that.
anything.
Yeah. I know what he's
Hair.
trying to.
You should use hair.
Oh, I have a bunch of stuff here. 1 second.
I don't think Higgimus has hair.
Hippos
Yeah.
have hair.
Well, use a
Very,
whisker
very
then.
little hair.
One whisker.
It's not gonna be noticeable. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to do like the piece of paper.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
But
The
that's
piece
too
of
obvious
paper, the bit of pencilin at pencilette at the hinge of a door, kind of thing.
Can I slice off just a little bit of soap, like a thin little slice of soap? Put it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try that.
Let's do that. Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay.
Yeah, animals won't bother that.
I just want to know if it's been opened again afterwards.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
All right, and then head back inside.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see.
How thin is that filament? That is from the cave fisher. Is that something you would notice easily?
Think of it as fishing wire. Fishing line.
That's red now because we coated it in its own blood.
It would be dry.
Who says that's red?
brown.
True.
Well-
It's a normal It's a normal mammalian creature.
Well, it's an
Yeah.
insect.
I would have cleaned it off by now.
But you didn't say that you did.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, really? I said that I've cleaned up quite a few times though. I would think my gear would be along with that.
Well, yeah, but this isn't gear per se. And I would kind of require you to tell me how you're cleaning it up rather than just cleaning it, because it's more than just. Let me put it this way: you kind of need to bleach it at this point to get it to not be to get it to be white, to get it.
Oh, I see.
And it won't be.
All right.
And
We'll
it
deal with
won't
that
be-
another time.
and it will never be sticky again, right?
No, it won't.
No.
The
of course
whole
not.
point
I
of
wasn't
it.
expecting to be.
Yeah, the whole point of it now is to be incredibly strong. But you also haven't like cut it up into smaller sections, so
Yeah,
you're thinking of
maybe I'll
putting
play
that
with that while I'm setting, waiting for things next time.
Okay. All right. So the shift changeover goes without a hitch.
I, of course, let Braxon know about all the things that went on during our watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Braxon and Ockar, do you want to do anything special?
Well, we'll ask Yeldan if he's got any theories on what happened
Well,
during
she
the switchover.
probably tried to get out. She was probably trying to sneak out. I don't know what the rabbit footprints mean, but they're probably important because we're dealing with some sort of spirit thing.
Yeah. So either she's going out or someone's coming in.
Mhm.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to ask him before he goes to sleep?
No.
I mean, you can always discuss more of this in the morning. So.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I wonder if there's something we can put on the window ledge so that if she climbs out, she gets black on her hands or something.
Could we put some kind of powder there or something?
Well, Higgimus already put like something in the window to let us know if it's opened again.
Right.
Okay.
He's thinking of like a fire alarm type of thing, get squirt with ink or something.
No, I'm
darker.
just thinking. I'm thinking if we had, I don't know what the windows are like, but if they were dark wood, for example, we might be able to rub charcoal on them. And if someone's got black on their hands, then
it's actually pretty light wood rather than dark wood.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's something you can consider for other nights too.
Yeah. All right. I'll just take it under advisement at the moment.
Okay. What are you two going to be doing during your guard shift?
Oh, I guess I'll take the outside.
We're not doing inside outside.
Well, no, but they can do that if they want.
Yeah, we were originally going to do you in the dining chamber and Braxon in the kitchen, but if you want to change it,
especially
I think I think one of us should at least be making sure that nothing's going on outside the building as well.
Yeah. Well, then if we did patrols outside the building and came back in, and then one of us could go out and the other one could go out, and if we know how long each person's going to take, we'll know if the person's overdue.
So, like, 30-minute patrol each, doing that way?
It's quite a long time to be on your own.
Or 15 minutes?
Interjection. Higgimus and Yeldan, did you tell the others that Tayan actually entered the room?
I did not know that.
I would have mentioned that. Yeah, I forgot that there was a thing.
Oh, it's going to say you never said it. He's evil that way.
Yeah, actually, I am.
So I guess we don't know then.
Nope. I should also point out that right now he can't get out.
Yeah.
No, that's why I told him to be careful.
Yeah.
The other thing is if we both went out and went round in different directions.
Well, keep in mind that there's a completely different building right on this side. And the building entrance is here.
Right.
So there's not a whole lot to do going the other way. Although you could go out here. I mean, you can go out there or there, too. So
I thought we'd already walked all the way around the building from the outside.
Well, you have, but I mean, I'm talking about for if you're talking about patrolling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of up to you how you guys want to, like really handle it.
I suppose we mostly need to keep an eye on the windows into her chamber.
Yeah,
Is there
that seems like the best way to go about it, because
is
like,
there
the
any windows? Sorry.
Oh.
Go on, carry on.
No, I'm good.
I was going to say, is there any windows at this end of the building?
Well, there's the two windows here.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking entries into her chamber. So there's one there.
Yeah, that's the window. I mean, this
That's
is
the
a different
window.
building right here.
Right.
So there's
Okay.
nothing there. This wall here is a solid load-bearing wall.
Right. So the other thing is someone in the dining chamber could look out of this window at the other window.
Yeah, you could stick your head out and keep an eye on that. Although it would be kind of difficult to see whether the window's actually opened or closed.
Yeah.
But you would see if, I mean, while you're doing that, you'd be able to see if someone is going in or out.
Yeah, but it would mean that if one of us went on patrol locker, the other person could keep an eye on that person from the window, which would eliminate the idea that one of us would be on our own.
Right.
So we could do your 30-minute patrols if the other person stayed in the dining room. So what we could do is one of us goes out the front, the other person locks them out. The person who's outside, because we want the door locked, person who's outside goes around the back. Person who's inside looks out the dining chamber window periodically.
I don't
Keep
think the
an eye.
door can be locked.
It latches.
Yeah,
Which is close enough.
yeah. That's close enough in our terms.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. I'll take the first patrol outside.
Okay.
Okay, so are you, Braxon, going to be like moving between the dining room and the kitchen kind of thing? Or are you going to be at the window looking out? What?
Braxon will mostly be in the dining chamber at the window,
Okay.
but he will periodically go down in the kitchen and look around and see if anything looks like it's been disturbed.
Define periodically.
Every 5 minutes or so, just walk down, walk around the kitchen and walk back.
Okay.
Doors. Can put something there that falls over
Which door?
on the front. The street door. Does that open inwards or outwards?
It slides.
It slides.
Everything here slides.
Right.
Because that's all Asian themed.
What have we got in there that can be leaned up against the door?
I don't know. What do you have?
I'm thinking saucepans, anything like that.
Are you looking for something that's going to fall down and clatter and alert you? Or
Yes.
Are you looking? Okay.
Yes. Not anything that hurts people, just something that falls down and makes a noise.
Well, there's probably a broom you could use.
Ah, a broom. Yeah. Broom on the front door
Perfect.
then.
Perfection.
Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously I'll take them away when Ockar comes in. He can put them back.
Now, keep in mind that in the entryway, that hallway thing, that's more of that's packed dirt there, as opposed to a wooden floor.
Right. So that's not going to be as effective. But that could be done at the kitchen door.
Yeah, you could do it at the kitchen door if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that counters the fact that Braxton would be neglecting the kitchen to focus more time on the dining chamber.
Okay. All right, and Ockar, in the 30-minute patrol that you're planning to take, what exactly are you doing? Are you just moving very, very slowly from the entrance around to the back where Homoko's room is, and then back to the front over the 30
Yeah,
minutes,
well-
or are you making, like, multiple trips over the 30 minutes?
Well, I'm moving from the entrance, so basically, yeah, I'm gonna do the slower one, keeping an eye out, like scanning the area around the house, that kind of thing.
Because keep in mind,
Take
that this house is not that big. I mean, like, it's 30 feet wide by, give or take 45 feet long.
Well, I guess I could do it multiple times. I'm just trying to try not to miss anything, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to look for time frames here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do multiple trips.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Alrighty, Alright, about an hour after you start... Well, okay, let me rephrase. After you do your half hour, are you then switching and then Braxon is going to do the same thing? And then you do what Braxon did? And then back
Yes.
again? Okay. Alright. So... about an hour after each of you have had one, you're coming back onto your second one, Ockar. And you hear, you've already gotten over to this side of the house, and you're kind of, you know, you're beginning your patrol up this way. You hear a sound from off this way, and it sounded like maybe a clash of metal, something similar to that.
Could Braxon hear that from inside?
Let me see.
What direction was that?
No,
Out
you did not
here.
hear it.
Okay.
So Braxton could not hear it, only I did.
Yeah.
Braxton's the one on the outside and Alka's the one on the inside. He said
No.
after the
Yeah.
switch.
No, this is after the second switch.
Yeah, so Ocker's outside again, and Braxton is inside.
Oh, okay.
I guess in that case, I will go and see what caused that, and if I don't see anything, I'll head back to where I was on my patrol.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds suspicious.
And... Alright, yeah, you get to that side, and you don't see anything. It is dark. I mean, it's... you're looking at 2 a.m. now. There really aren't street lights on Brawl, so to speak. There are in some places and things like that, but it's mostly just starlight. But it's... So it's kind of hard to see. There's a lot of shadows, a lot of deep shadows. Not much to see of any sort. You do think you see some people moving down, you know, at the other end of the street kind of thing. Probably a good 120 feet away, 200 feet away, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, if I don't see anybody overly suspicious, I'm gonna head back to where I was on my patrol then.
Okay. Give me just a second. So, Braxon, when you go to the window,
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Are you just like sticking your head out and looking around, that sort of thing?
Braxon won't stick his head out until he's seen Ockar. But he'll be... Hang on, let's see if I can get the arrow thing to work. He will... No, that's the wrong one.
Should be the ruler.
Ruler. There we go. Looks like a comb to me. He will be kind of... I don't know where that other arrow came from. He'll be kind of staying to the right of the window and looking left, because that's where he's expecting Ockar to come from.
Okay, so you're waiting for...
Kind of that.
Okay.
Because the thing about sticking your head out of a window is you get clobbered.
Yeah. It's fair point.
But once he's seen Ockar and Ockar knows there's no one underneath the window, he can stick his head out the window.
Okay.
What about the other side, towards the other window?
Well, Braxon will periodically look the other way, but he's waiting for Ockar, and Ockar's a little bit slow this time. Probably not enough to concern Braxon yet. But Braxon will be waiting to see him.
All right. Yeah. Ockar is 2-3 minutes slower than you expected. You gonna do anything?
He's overdue, isn't he?
He does come around. He's 2 to 3 minutes later than you expected.
Oh, he has come.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, unless you were doing something in the unless you wanted to do something in the 2 to 3 minutes.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so Braxon gives him a sign. Are you okay? Sign.
All right, Ockar, are you gonna sign back to him?
Yeah.
Okay, just sign back. I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, the rest of the night goes by without incident, and sunrise is the next morning. I go ahead and wake everyone up, or they rise with the sun, whichever. Spellcasters, you get your spells back.
Okay, I had to laugh before. Everything's okay? Yes.
Well, I mean, it was a couple minutes later than he expected. So.
Couldn't.
Braxon puts the broom back where he borrowed it from.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to do first thing in the morning?
Are we up before the others, or are we up after the others? And where are the where's the master and the daughter, etc., and the servant?
They're still in their room. The servants, you're up basically with the servants, because they come in, they start getting breakfast ready and everything like that.
Yeah. Is there anything?
I will certainly try, and even if I can't let him out yet, I will try and get Tayan to sort of convey to me whether he saw something or didn't see something, and if he did see something, what did he see or smell or hear during the night.
Okay, that's the first. That's like, you're sitting up in on your mattress and immediately thinking to him.
Well, I
what
notice
happened,
he's not where. I notice he's not where he's supposed to be.
Well, I mean, this is. I'm asking if this is what you're doing as soon as you're sitting up in bed, so to speak.
He's my
Because
familiar.
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know whether he's exactly where he's supposed to be. It's not. You don't have such precise distance feel for him that you could tell whether he's in the wrong room or not.
Well, I will certainly, since I'm used to having him around, and I know how I am with cats, it would certainly be one of the first thoughts. once I'm awake enough to take a thought to actually think.
Okay. The message you get back from him, he kind of gives you a picture in your head, or the feeling of being in an unfamiliar room. It smells like flowers. And you also get the impression back that there was something here that left and then came back, and that something was a human.
That something was a human.
Yeah. So, you know, because he's sending you this in sensory type stuff as opposed to direct thoughts. You get the feeling from him that he got into an unfamiliar room that smells of flowers. There was a human there. It left and came back.
Oh, so the human and the human is now in bed and sleeping. Does Tayon know that?
Yes.
I'm gonna go outside and check the window before. I don't know any of this. I'm checking the thing that Braxon set up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a tracking proficiency check.
It wasn't Braxon that did the window. It was
Yeah, Higgimus, he meant.
Oh,
Higgimus.
Higgimus, yeah.
I know.
Braxon stuck a broom in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, it's not working. I put the plus in there that time. In the thing.
Let me see.
Weird.
Well, I mean, you can just do a d20 roll too.
Well, yeah, I know. It's still
Yeah,
success
sorry,
unless there was penalties.
I haven't changed my spells.
It rolled for me when I clicked the button.
Weird.
Try it.
I'll click it again. Yeah, it worked that time. That was an even better roll, but it's obviously going to be the first roll.
Well, no, I mean, I was rolling just to test it.
Yeah, and then
So-
I rolled again, and it's
Right,
even
no,
better.
right, mine
The
wasn't-
14.
You're right, mine wasn't a real roll. Okay, so you find the sliver of soap on the ground in the dirt,
Mm-hmm.
and you find fresh rabbit tracks.
Fresh rabbit
You
track.
checked last night, and these are rabbit tracks that were not there when you saw last night.